Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Safe2Talk.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. So we picked an interesting topic for you guys today. It's actually a topic that we wanted to address, and we ended up on this podcast that he usually listens to, and it was actually addressing the same topic. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play a little clip of that podcast, and then we're going to react to it.
All right, so let's go.
Let's do it.
I know there's a lot of controversy around yourself. There's things that you've said. There's things that you've taken back as well, which I admire. When you discuss about certain individuals, you're very careful to not backbite them. So there's certain characteristics I've seen in you where I thought, you know what? Yes, there's a controversy. There's things I don't agree with you, but there were certain qualities which I admired, and I thought, I want to understand you better. That's why I invited you here. Now, you said some stuff which I haven't heard. It's the first time I've heard, which I'm very flabbergasted. Yeah, is that you've actually, and please forgive me. There might be in a video where you've addressed it. I haven't seen it. Yeah. That you said that it depends. So you've given some context because usually you're raw. No, the men. But now you're saying basically you've acknowledged that there's both parties have to work. So if I'm not mistaken, is Mahdi Tijani saying that the husband should get involved in household chores? And we're talking about washing the dishes, hoovering, putting up the clothes, the dry. Just to understand, yeah. So I'm going to finish my 1.5 minute early. But because this is the first time, please correct me. Have you said this before? Is this the first time? Is this a new perspective?
Let me give you an example, okay? If you have average Abdullah, he's working 40 hours a week. Yeah. Average Abdullah, he requires his wife, her name's Bushra, basic Bushra. She's also working 40 hours a week. Both of them are coming home after a 40-hour work week, tired. Just as tired as each other. He's doing whatever he's doing and she's doing whatever she is doing, okay? He wants to come home and relax, understandable. But guess what? She's also worked 40 hours as well. She wants to come home and relax. Now, if she, mashallah, wants to take that all on her own shoulders, so be it. But it's not unreasonable for her to expect him to pitch in if they have both done 2 40-hour work weeks. Are you with me?
Yeah, that's just refreshing. Do
you understand?
Have you always had this, or is it something that's...
It's just logical.
But before you've been quite raw. It's it depends.
Listen. Yeah, you will get out of me. I am the prisoner to the, like the ulama say, I'm not an alim, astaghfirullah, but I am the prisoner of the questioner. Whatever you ask me, I will answer accordingly. But I'm providing context here now. If I am the sole breadwinner,
yes,
okay, and my wife's at home, brother, I ain't lifting a finger. I don't even want to know where the salt is. I'm not lifting one finger. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allah has blessed me with wives that don't require me to lift a finger. But if I am pitching in and she is pitching in as well, it's unreasonable for me to also expect her to do now another part-time shift at home whilst I'm chilling.
Okay, so let me get this in, if I'm correct. So if your wife is working and so are you, and she says to you, Mahdi, can you wash the dishes?
Hold on. And contributing that salary towards the household. Now we have to make another distinction here. The distinction here is, okay, I'm working 40 hours, you're working 40 hours, but my 40 hours is paying for everything in the house, and your 40 hours is going on your Mac foundation. Then no, brother, I'm not lifting one finger. Do you understand? Furthermore,
Well, that was interesting.
All right. By the way, this is on Ali Da'wa's channel. It's called Bitter Truth. So if you guys want to watch the whole episode, I think it's close to 1 hour episode. Very interesting topic. They usually do that every month or so. Bring a couple of people and talk about certain discussion that the mainstream don't usually talk about it. But anyway, Ali Da'wa is his channel. I'm pretty sure you all know already. So go ahead and check out his links if you want to watch the whole episode. So go back to the video on house chores. So I'll let you go first.
So for me, I think the part that stood out is, so all in all, I think what he's saying is fair, because it's if I took on the job to be home and then I'm going to be taking care of the house and the kids, and then you took on the job of working, which we're currently doing right now, but you do help me and you do clean, and on the days that if I'm out or there's nothing to eat, you are comfortable making food and taking care of the kids. So for me, in that department, I think it's fair for you to pitch in when and where you can. But it's not like, I don't know, like it's not like that for everybody.
But did you understand where he's coming from, though?
What do you mean?
So what he's saying is that if we're both working 40 hours,
yeah.
you know, it is unreasonable to let your wife come home and then take another part-time job,
Yes.
which is the house chore and the kids
without
and
helping.
food without
Yes.
helping each other.
Okay.
That's that's
You're 100% agree. Yeah,
I'm
100%
in
agree
agreement
with that.
But the other topic was, and obviously we didn't get a chance to go over that, and it's because I wanted to just give you a glimpse of what the video was. The other part was, if you're working 40 hours and she's at home, you came from work,
Okay.
and then she's asking you to help her.
No.
She's asking me to help her.
So basically, let's just say you're going to work, and then you're coming home, and I'm asking you to help me, like in the sense of like, I haven't done anything all day, and now
I don't know what you did all day.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Right?
So what am I asking you to help me with?
Can you please go do the dishes?
Okay. So the dishes, in the sense of like, you just came home, and then I'm asking you to do dishes.
Yeah, because you're tired.
What
home.
What was I doing all day?
I don't know. I'm working. I'm in the office. I came home from the office.
Okay.
You are at home. The dishes are not done. You asking me to do the dishes. Do you think it's right for you to tell me to do the dishes? That's the topic.
Okay, so again, let's put it into context, right? If I am, let's just say I was like busy all day. Like, let's just say we have young kids, okay, where like life is just going crazy, but the rest of the house is like taken care of, the food is ready and everything. And now there's dishes in the sink, but I have to go put the kids to sleep. Is it okay for me to ask you to do the dishes?
It's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong
That's
with
what
that.
I mean. So when you put it into a context, it's different, right? But now let's just say, okay, you come home, the house is like a mess, there's nothing to eat. Even then, in those situations, like, you would have compassion to be like, oh, like, we had young kids, so maybe she's busy, but it wouldn't be
for the entire day.
But wait, yeah, it wouldn't be how do I say, it wouldn't be a regular thing, let's just say, right? You come home one day, and then I'm like, oh, can you please help me with dishes, like, I've had a hard day.
Yeah, because if I know my wife and this is unusual, yeah, I'll get it. But
if it's a consistent thing, I think no. I think, to be fair, if you are outside of the house and then I am home with the kids, then I would make sure that, even for myself, like, I do like the sink to be empty. Like, no matter how busy I am, I just like to take care of, like, the things I need to be taken care of in order for me to kind of get through the rest of my day. So I don't think that would be the issue here. The issue is, when you do come home, are we now both helping each other, or are we not?
No, okay. The thing is, I don't have any problem helping. But
that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I don't have any problem helping. But when it comes down to a daily, like, from time to time, no problem. But if it comes like I did it 8 hours, 40 hours every day. I go out and come back home, and then you're asking me to help you. To me, this doesn't. What were you doing the whole day? That's my question. Because a lot of you guys, if you guys all go back and watch the video, you'll see a lot of the time is that what the man that we're talking about was, I am obligated to go to work
and
when I come back, is to provide, not half provide, fully provide the groceries, pay the bills, put gas, buy whatever the kids or you need, what I mean? So I am obligated to perform that duty.
Okay.
The man sees the same thing. When you're at home, whatever you're going through, whatever I'm going through, we still have to perform our duties.
Okay.
So when someone comes in and you're asking from, one day I was busy, or I'm not feeling well, it's time of the month, the kids were driving me insane, or the kids were sick.
Yeah.
Can you please help me? No problem. I'm compassionate. I'll be definitely willing to help you.
Yeah.
But if it's just, I wasn't feeling today, can you help me? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. No, I could see how, like, that's, I think, to be fair, I think both being home, like, and taking care of the kids is hard, and so is being out and working, right? But in my thing is there has to be a compromise in on both ends to say, hey, you know what, like, I was unable to do this today. Like, can you help me? And that's kind of, I think, the situation. Like, I think if I am home, I'm taking care of the house and the kids. If you are out, you're taking care of providing for us, paying the bills and everything. Like, it's black and white. You know what I mean? Like, you're not considering the one-offs and the exceptions and all that, right? So, in my opinion, I think that's how it should be. But life happens and things happen.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. What if you ask for help and he says no?
Okay.
You ask me for help and I say no because I had a long day.
Okay, then we have an issue. I'll tell you why we have an issue. I am home taking care of the kids. I'm not home, like, sitting on the couch all day and just watching TV, right? Like, I am, and let's be truthful. Taking care of kids is not easy.
I know.
Right? So if I am home, it takes a lot mentally, like, to take care of young kids, especially, right? Like, I'm not talking about when they're independent and they're, like, eating by themselves, going to the washroom by themselves. Like, that's different, right? Like, that's a little bit easier. But I'm talking about when you have young kids, like, when you go back to when you were working and both boys were like 2 and under, that was hard.
Okay.
Like, so I can't really ever picture you coming home and you wouldn't even do that, but let's just say hypothetical. If you were to come home and I'm like, hey, like, can you please, like, do this for me because I wasn't able to get to it? Realistically, you would understand because you're there on the weekend and you would understand how hard things are with kids, like a baby and a 2-year-old and a toddler. So if you said no, I would have an issue with it because you understand that's not having naharis. Like, if you straight up say no, I had a hard day too, and decide to just go lay down, there's no compassion in the relationship. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree, but the thing is,
I'm also not asking you every single day.
Okay, I get it, but the thing is, you're putting compassion into the equation.
Yeah.
I just did an 8-hour shift, drove to work, come back from work, coming home. I get it. You want me to help you, but look, if I'm exhausted, and
take some time. But I would tell you, like, hey, like, after you relax a little bit, can you help me? I'm not telling you walk through the door. Like, again, me telling you, hey, after you relax a little bit, can you please do this for me? That's me having compassion for you, right? Like, that's not me, like, you walk in through the door and I'm like, can you help me? Da, 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 da. Like, if it's not to do with the kids and it's not immediate, like, I would tell you, hey, like, take some time for yourself, like, eat, relax, and then can you please get to this because I was unable to get to it today? Or can you take the kids and I will get to this thing that I need to get done and I haven't been able to get done? That's naharis. Like, compassion goes a long way in a relationship, in a marriage, because it's like, if you don't have compassion for each other, you're unable to help each other or pick up where the other person needs it, right? So in my opinion, maybe because I've done both working and being at home with kids, wallahi, being at home with kids, especially young kids, takes a lot out of you. You work from home now. You know that.
Yeah, I know how it feels. But now it's a lot easier because they're
older. They're more independent.
Older, but exactly.
So we don't have those same things we used to discuss before. So in my opinion, yes, when each take a role, they should be responsible of those roles. But I also believe that things happen in life where you might need to lean on each other, especially when you have kids.
It happens, but as long as, I wholeheartedly believe helping each other is the key to success. But as long as it does not become an additional chores, like a daily
where
thing.
It doesn't become like you relying on that person.
Exactly.
Yes,
so
100%.
I will never accept that. And I know you're not the type of person that will let me do that. Because the thing is, we all have to do our part.
Yeah.
I have a headache. I'm not feeling well. I still have to go to work, pay the bills, and perform. I have no choice.
Yeah.
We're built this way.
Yeah.
Right. That's why sometimes when you ask me certain things, I have to see it through your point of view. Because I'm like, what? But I'm like, okay, she's tired. Or it's time of the month.
Yeah, that's where it comes.
Or you didn't sleep all night because the kids were sick. I understand where you're coming from. But anyway, I would tell you honestly, go watch the video because a lot of the
It's an
discussion.
interesting topic.
It is interesting
Yeah.
because some of the things that were said on that podcast was a bit. I'm like, whoa! I never saw this
Like we
coming.
never saw it like that, or
Yeah.
we never really considered that side and stuff like that. Like alhamdulillah, I feel like for us in our situation, which I think for you being like a single father, like you were able to just know like how to like do everything, like cook and stuff like that.
You talk as if I. By the way, I learned how to cook recently. When I said, yeah, COVID.
COVID happened,
You know,
and it was a blessing.
COVID made me a chef. You know,
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
a lot of things I've learned: how to cut hair,
Yeah.
you know, how to cook.
Because I feel like COVID put us in a situation where it was like survival. Like we had to survive, and a lot of us kind of like picked up things that we like.
I've never imagined cooking for a whole entire family.
Like he was baking. Like I feel like you were really good at baking. One of the gifts that I actually got you for Father's Day at some point was the KitchenAid mixer. So he's really good at baking. But then COVID hit, and alhamdulillah, like he was like we actually stopped eating out as much because it was like he could just recreate everything that we craved. So alhamdulillah for that. But we don't have an issue when it comes to cleaning and like you cleaning or you cooking, because sometimes I'm out all day, I come home and I'm like, oh, like you didn't have to do it, but thank you for doing it, right? So I'm appreciative of that, but I understand that it's not the same situation for everybody.
Yeah, of course. I mean, she brings the kids to daycare, to school, and then when she comes back, she brings during the weekend, she takes the kid to Quran. Yeah. So I'm not going to be sitting there, you know, expecting her to come home late. And then, you know, I will try to do my part, trying to ease the whole process.
That's
compassion. We do help each other. I do believe in that, you know.
Yeah.
But some of the things is like, if you're just watching TV all day, and I come from work, and then you ask me to help you, I'm not gonna help you.
Just
because
like
all you did was just relax. Now that there's a lot, a lot of things that's waiting. You know, either you need to feed the kids, give them a shower, feed the husband, whatever the case might be. Now you want me to help you. That's not fair.
But just like if we were to, like, I wouldn't want to lean on you completely. You know what I mean? I also have my stuff I need to get done. And just like a woman today, or like I wouldn't be accepting you not working, right? Like those things go hand in hand.
Exactly.
If I wouldn't settle for him not going to work or like calling in sick for absolutely no reason, then I could understand how when is the other way around. Now things are expected from both sides, right? So that's kind of what makes it black and white, but it's not so cutthroat because life happens, like I said. But
exactly,
this is an interesting topic. We actually wanted to do an episode on this, so it just so happened that this podcast helped us kind of ease into that.
Yeah.
So alhamdulillah.
Inshallah. So hopefully we'll be continuing to drop a couple of 2 videos a week. So inshallah, just make sure that you subscribe, like the videos,
and comment
because we do enjoy when people
share their opinions and let us know where they stand on the topic that we discussed that week. It also gives us more to talk about, like behind the scenes, where we're like, oh, this person said this comment, like, how do you feel, or like, what do you think? So I do try to get to all the comments. Well, there are some times where I'm probably a little bit slower than I should be, but I try my best to reply to all of you guys. So jazakallah khair for all the consistent ones that have been following us and supporting us, and inshallah more videos to come.
Okay, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody.